yes, I am back here in the apartment already. It is just before 8 o'clock, and I am going to put down the final pieces of this move and this clean out. So I should be good to go. I'm targeting still an 11 to an 11:30 departure, unless one of the 2 or 3 friends, one said no. So I have 2 friends in the mix who might text me back and say that let's go to lunch. Just trying to make the best of it as I can, and continuing to make motion. So who knows, I could be leaving anywhere from 10:30 to 2 o'clock. Your guess is as good as mine. I do believe I am now finished, so let's do a quick walkthrough and make sure that everything is done. This room, front room, empty. Nothing on the walls, nothing up. Office, empty. Nothing on the walls, nothing in the closet. Closet in the hallway, empty, nothing in it. Boom. Bathroom, empty, nothing in it. Dirt. Bedroom, empty. Closet, empty, nothing else is here. That, my friends, is a complete clean house and me being ready to move out. All I gotta do is take out, turn off the lights, take out my cleaning supplies, get that other stuff ready to go into the storage unit, and go and drop keys, and then I am officially homeless. I have no more rent checks to cut, just hotel rooms to pay. So, wow, this is actually happening, and it's 5 minutes after the kickoff, or supposedly the kickoff, the start of coverage, let's put it that way, of the Aston Villa match. So hopefully I will be able to be completely done with everything and on the road no later than the start of the second half. That would be really, really great. So I consider that a victory to be able to watch the game and drive up the flag. The last step, turning in keys. Holy crap, I'm actually doing this. Alright, I don't believe in omens or signs or anything, but I came here to top off my tank in order to make sure that I can get to my first location. And sure enough, that's right, 1775 right off the bat, untouched. Crazy, crazy. I get back in the car and start it and legitimately watch Benteke score his second goal of the match against QPR. Villa leads 2-1 in the 33rd minute of the match. This is a good start to today, all the way around. Now to Jamba Juice. Well, here we are again in the car, Jamba Juice in hand, Aston Villa match on the dash and on the speakers, but I've turned it down so I don't get in trouble with the English Premier League or NBC. But yeah, I am on my way up north, first to Flagstaff. Should be about a 2.5 to 3 hour drive. Would be ideal, and given the fact that it's 12:25 right now, I should not see any kind of traffic problems, but it is a gorgeous day, and I'm so thankful that I get this opportunity now. Now, if my boys can put a win up on the board, and I can get to where I'm supposed to be going for my first stop, I will be a very, very happy kid. Well, Aston Villa gave up their first half lead, then went behind 3-2, and threw Benteke's free kick that I suspect may be a real candidate for Villa's goal of the year, both on how pretty it was and how meaningful it was. Benteke scored his hat trick and brought the teams back level, and that's how it ended. So a point to each side, which with teams below us, I'm willing to do right now with, you know, only a handful or, you know, less than a dozen games left in the mix. So games like that where we get points, I don't care if it's a single or all three, are games that are a good result for us. So I'll take it. At this point though, we're an hour and 15 minutes into the drive, making moves up to flag and just kind of enjoying it going exactly as it should. Welcome to Verde Valley, Arizona, and it is gorgeous. A lot greener than it was last summer when I drove through here, that's for sure. I'm about 25 miles outside of proper Flagstaff, and at this point, it is a bit of a wreck. It's super windy out here, like ridiculously windy. So I don't know what kind of shots I'm going to get at the location I'm going to, if any of it's going to be usable, because that's a real possibility here, that absolutely none of the video footage outdoors, which is what this attraction is going to be usable. But I'm here, and it's gonna. I gotta go do it. I just have to go do it. So, should be interesting to see how this all plays out. I've got another 13 miles here on the 40, and then it's off to head south off of the 40. So hopefully you're starting to get an idea on where I'm going. Yep, I've come off the major highway and onto a 2-lane road, which is pretty tricky because, yes, you can see out there, maybe, just how hard the wind is blowing and how hard the grass is being bent. It's crazy. The crosswind that I'm facing is, my guess, is somewhere in the range of about 35 to 40 miles an hour. I will confirm that via my phone when I actually get to the location where I'm going, which is only about another 3 miles of the road. This might give some people a hint if they've actually been here before. I'm going to shoot this here because I have no idea what I'm going to get out there. So I have made my way to Meteor Crater. Longtime passport holders will know that on day 1 or 2 of the daily vlogging, I actually mentioned about coming out here. It's on the same list in my mind as the Grand Canyon. Things that if you live in Arizona, you don't get an option, you have to go and see. Well, since I'm driving out to Albuquerque, it's a 15-mile detour in order for me to have come out here. So I'm going to grab a jacket because it looks like it's super windy and it's still fairly cool out there at around 60 degrees. And head on inside to the visitor center and walk on up and see the crater. So it's super windy, but I'm all checked in, all paid in, all that good fun. It should be a very interesting day. This legitimately is a hole in the ground, and I think it's pretty dang cool. So I'm gonna just take a few more shots here though at the wind. Just to give you an idea on how strong these winds are, look how far this tree is bending over. So I'm lucky that I got here when I did because it's actually somewhat close to closing time, but they're so concerned with everybody's safety because the winds are so strong. They're actually closing some of the observation decks. Now that I'm back safely in my car, it's time to race back out to the 40 and start about a 4-hour drive out to Albuquerque. Should be fun and actually fairly simple. I do believe that classifies as no duh. This is the pretty scenery that I get to drive through when I do these drives. Makes it worth it every time. Guys, this is with no zoom on the camera. This is how close they are to the freeway. We are back in New Mexico. It's about 3 weeks, all things said and done, in order to make the transition between, well, when I came back across from New Mexico to Arizona to when I am back here. So it's crazy. It's a lot of fun. I'm surprised that state line jumped up on me as quickly as it did, but I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to be able to stay the night here as well. Super pretty around here. I mean, really, really, really pretty. More of this yellow sandstone and these cliffs, and it's just got this awesome blue sky and then the clouds just kind of playing with it. It's really very pretty. Well, I turned off the podcast that I was listening to very briefly in order to just kind of think about a situation, about how I want to handle it. And I'm starting to hear something that kind of sounds like a flapping sound on the underside of my car. So I'm wondering if I didn't catch something as I was going along on this drive. I'm going to pull over, well, actually I'm going to pull off the highway here at the next exit, which should be in the next mile or two, and then I'm going to take a peek on the underside of the car and see what could potentially be loose. Well, that is a loose skid plate. So it looks like that bolt has come off. Not fun.
that stated, it is not mission critical at this point. It's not dragging, it's not doing anything else. It's just annoying, it makes an annoying sound. So it's one of those things which I will probably have to do some research about what kind of screw it takes, and potentially find Mercedes-Benz dealer in Kansas City when I get out there to fix it all up. It's annoying, but it's nothing mechanically wrong with the car.
I think that's going to be the extent of the sunset or the effect of golden hour that I'm going to see tonight. Clouds are nothing but behind me. Those lights out in the distance that you guys can barely see is the outskirts of Albuquerque. Not amazing internet speeds, but through research I did get into this hotel specifically because it is further west than the Apple Store, which is less than 2 miles away. So I'll try and do the upload tonight, but you never know. And if it doesn't work out, then I'm already going in the right direction to the Apple Store, and then I can just jump back on the freeway. Just did a little research on the part that is kind of hanging down underneath my car because the screws were ripped out or whatever. Ends up that if it's one of two pieces. If it's the smaller of the two, it's going to cost me about $37 plus labor in order to get it replaced. If it's the bigger, it's only $99. So either way, you know, it's totally acceptable. It's within the budget for, you know, parts and maintenance on the car that I do all the time. So I'm more than happy to have that sorted out. It is stated that it does protect some pretty important pieces, so I should get it done fairly quickly. I got to watching a bunch of YouTube videos and just kind of hanging out, and then I came down here and it's like 10:45, and the hotel bar, and I was thinking, okay, hey, I can step in there and, you know, grab a beer and then order some food real quick so I don't have to get the room service, you know, 30% blah 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 charge. And they're already closed. Like, I get it, it's like a Tuesday night, all that good fun, but like 4:11, you're closed, stop serving food downstairs, come on. But I've got to go back to editing. This has been a lot of fun to actually have all this footage. I mean, I've got 3 different cameras again. It's exciting. I love doing this. Not because I get a ton of views, not because I'm making a ton of money. I mean, crap, I'm making maybe 3 or 4 cents a day right now. It's because I know I'm going to enjoy looking back on these videos in 5, 10, or 50 years. That's pretty freaking cool. So, I hope you guys are having a good day out there, and that you guys are enjoying things, and I might as well end the vlog here because I've probably got about an hour's worth of editing to do. So, yeah, gotta say it. Bye for now.